Hallo liebe Leute, willkommen zurück zu Shadowrun. Und sag mal, was hast du denn hier? Hab ich dich angequatscht schon mal? Hey, geh mal. Smooth jazz drifts from the sheep speakers on this barge. Wide away of rundown drones litter the battered deck. Most are utility and domestic pets, domestic types, but a few current off from the others. A low-end security mode. The salesman smiles ingodly at you, a tall, lanky human of clear Cantonese ancestry. He's wearing a sleep suit, a limpy, clutching, smelly cigarillo. He adjusts his tie with exaggerated nonchalance, languid, ostentatious, like an American casino promoter. Hey there, beautiful. Welcome to our little floating heaven. You got a discerning look to you. What brings you to the reliable Matthews Robot Bazaar? I'm interested in your combat models. Look over. Reliable Matthew looks over his shoulder at the security drones, some heavily cannibalized and in the corner of the yard. Turns back to you with a nervous smile. Funny, you should ask. I just gotten a Doberman dancing fun at an incredible barge and press. Shall we take a look? Yes, let's look at the security drones. All of them. Ach, weg. Ach, verpissen wir uns. Da war Jin. Parlor of Five Faces. Crafty Sue. A mild, sweet and slightly herbal is the first thing you notice up entering the old shop. Its quarters are cramped, made small by the display cases and furniture packed inside. The walls are lined with bookshelves, and the tables and chairs are stacked with old tomes. A futile jump out at you, lucid dreaming, an exploration of the inner self, dream logic, nocturnal visitations, a world of place feels livid and disorganized. Not quite cluttered, but close. Milling at the front of the store is the shopkeeper, lost in a book of her own. She's tall for a human, probably close to 2 meters in height. Her physique is typical bookworm, not overwide, but not you can't see any muscular definition at her. A wraparound tattoo covers her upper arm and shoulders, but from where you are standing you can't quite make it out. She fidgets gradually, her eyes rises from her book and look onto you. Welcome. Don't believe I've seen you before. She sits down her book and sweeps a strand of black and pink hair behind her ear. Name is Crafty. Lord Macher. Nice to meet you. She shakes your hand. Her grasp is surprisingly firm. So, what can I do for you? I've got spells, alchemy, reach, pussy, whatever you want, really. I might have to do something to find it, but it's magical. It's not here. It's your store, or do you just work here? It's mine. I inherited it from my mom. As you can see, she's generously left me all her research journals. Her words are thick with sarcasm. Mom was never a big cleaner, but neither am I. My mom used to keep spirits out and that help her avenge the They are not here anymore, but sometimes I swear my books aren't there where I last placed them. Who knows, maybe the pub by far visited. I just wished they clean while they're here. What's with the name of the store? It's a culture thing. The 5 phases represent wood, earth, water, fire, and metal. Metal! Some people believe they are basis of how things function and interact in the world. You find practicate all truths shine in disciplines ranging from farming to science, even music. The theory is common among younger generations. Isn't common, but is but it has its uses. My mother was strongly influenced by it. In fact, our sign out from it is a visual representation of the cycle of 5 phases. It was an inspiration of her. She raises her shoulder in a half shrug. I just think it looks neat. What makes the store so special? It's old, respectable, built over a dragon line. She slightly tilts her head to the side. We also carry text unavailable anywhere else, but I guess for me I draw to displace the nostalgia. How do you like working here? It's a job, can't complain. Have you the vivid dreams lately? Faces unreal, her eyes look onto yours. As a matter of fact, I have. But we all get the occasional vivid dream, nothing special. Gestures to the book on the tabletop. Really? Then why are you reading up on them? She licks her wrist dismissively. Sure, it's a little weird if I am having them, but these types of them are common in the wild city. Nothing to get all worked up about, probably. They're, they're common? Common as the cold. My mother devoted her life to researching the wild city and the magical phenomena within it. So I grew up with the stories about the city, current creepy dreams being one of them. I never been inside the wild city myself, but my mom went in pretty regular and experimented with dreams. Your mother sounds like an interesting person. Sure, she was interesting, but not praiseworthy. Tell me about yourself, Crafty. I'm not sure where to start. What do you want to know? It's. Your mother sounds like quite a match. Did you study magic too? I saw that. Natural predisposition. She flexes her arm. Or whatever. But Mom and I learned the craft differently. I went to university and she was booked off. Mom was very old school. The magic wasn't as appreciably to everyday situations and it was rooted in superstition. It still worked and well, but only for more ritualistic and ancient spells. Practical spells like range it and bottomless trash can were outside of her repertoire. Is Crafty really your first name? No. With nostalgia pulls to her gaze toward the shop front. The name started just as a joke, actually. Back home, my mom used to call me Crafty since she managed similar to my given name. I liked it because of the way it sounds. Insisted that my family called me Crafty, so I became a sort of nickname around the house. When I got older and started school in Hong Kong, I made my mom register me as Crafty and stuck. So what's your given name? Meow. She raises her hand and prevents her from replying. Yes, like I get you foreigners are expected the same joke, which is why I grew up hating meow. Ah, how you should. What do you do when you're not at work? I've been pretty crunched at the shop, so I don't have a lot of time outside to work, but when I'm off the clock I like to eat and paint, maybe kick back and enjoy a meal with friends. My body garbage sometimes. No, drag racing or anything, pretty boring. I know a Gobbet, wonder if it's the same person. You know also Gobbet? A teasing resolves and saves into a gentle smile. I'm sure they are the one and the same. She's a good person. We are not really close, but we have a pleasant relationship. Shutting over French fries, discussing our latest read, shoutings. We work together. Good, keep her by your side. Gobbet's pretty fluent in the ways of the city and the people who live here. She knows her stuff. If you stick with her, you will find yourself a lot less tired than you would. What do you like to eat? Oh Gott, ich habe das falsche Thema angesprochen. Crafty claps her hands together and slow smile spreads across her face. Aside from the usual, I love sitting down each morning to a tall cup of Zeugkaff and with the latest news stream on the hand, I pop it right up into the opal. Makes for great reading. She smiles at you for the moment before speaking. Kidding. Well, you are, for all you know. I tend to stray toward detective novels, maybe some suspense and horror, and when I'm not reading for leisure, I study my textbook to keep my magic sharp. Said you paint? Yes, just for fun. I don't make any money uh, of it or anything like that. Just relate. Uh, It's just. I find it relaxing. She pets. Designed my tattoos, but that about the extent that I take it beyond the cabins. Mind if I see the tattoo? I can't quite make it out from here. Yes, sir. She uh, she turns her back to you, and you can see the tattoo in all its glory. Looks like an impressionist redemption of a school of settlement jumping upstream. The ancestry of a piece is undeniable. That's amazing! Really perfectly schöne quality work. A smile creeps into her face as she squares. You're being way too generous, but I take that. Sounds fun, but I ask some more serious. So, what on your mind back on the topic? What else do you know about the Wallet City? Very little. Just that my mother spent most of her time in there, and she shifts her weight, leans onto the counter. Well, it's messed up. It's there's something specific you want to know about. What can you tell me about this city? She runs a hand through her hair, said. Where to begin? The world city always been a hellhole. Started a bad place. It's still a bad place. Crime down to it like a magnet. And you can't enter the city without security guard on each elbow, but not even that will guarantee you safe passage. No one famous or rich or memorable has ever come from the place, and the only thing it's known for around is here it's a shitty reputation. She shrugs loosely. That's about the gist of it. No, there was a whole library here that just happens to be the foremost location of Wall City's takes. I'm sure you can fill in the blankets. I get a feeling the relationship with your mother was unusual. You better believe it. She was obsessed with the World City, but put it before everyone. everyone in her life. Mom ate, slept, and breathed at sea. Was something fueling her obsession? Crafty shifts her gaze to a stack of books on a nearby tift. Yeah, actually, Mom was convinced that something was wrong with the place. That this was cursed in some way, polluted with unnatural bad key. She visits the city under the protection of the Yellow Lotus and spent hours, sometimes days, doing it. Crafty tears her eyes away from the book and returns her gaze to you. Mother was consumed by the research. Did she ever find anything? She sure tried. Mom thought they could find a way to purify the place and to exorcise its demons. The obsession with the walls grew, and she devoted more and more of her life to breaking its curse. I wish I could say she fell off the radar, but really the rest of the world fell off of hers. I'm sorry, Crafty, that must have been hard for you. It's, it is what is, and here I am. Crafty gives you a warm smile. I've been thinking about dreams. Can I ask you something? What do you think were affecting people outside the walled city? It's definitely strange. Until now, I always thought the dreams were nonsense. That my mother just had a night terrors because of her madness. She props her chin up with her right hand. But now, it's really happening. And not just to me, to others around here. These are same psychic forces that drove Mom insane, edging into her subconsciousness. Lately, I've been wondering if there might been something in the revenge. Maybe I've been spectacle for so long. I almost blasphemous to consider this. Maybe the world city curse is real. She rubs her hand down her face, obviously frustrated. I just don't know. Maybe you can learn something from your mom's journals? That's true, but my mother's notes are scattered all over the shop. Most of the rest is scrawled in the margins of the books that you see, the shelves and piles and stagger. The clues we need to figure out the things are could be in any of the swell gyms, and there are thousands of them. I have a bad feeling about these gyms, Crafty. If there anything we can do to get to the bottom of them, we need to take that opportunity. Yeah, I know. What if I have to do? I just look at them. She tired, looks down at the books and she was reading it. Because I won't be finishing this one anytime soon. Alright, Loadmacher. I'm going to get started now, but I'll take time. The house of failed dramas from the floor to the ceiling with books, and any of them could hold valuable information. Check in once in a while and I share my findings with you. You are doing the right thing. I'll do what I can too. Thanks, I appreciate this. I'd like to see your wares. Irgendwas Interessantes. Mhm. Oh, das könnte nützlich sein. Thanks, Crafty. See you around. Tschüss. Ich finde immer neue Orte und komme nicht dazu, aufs Schiff zu gehen, ohne vielleicht irgendwelche wertvollen Informationen zu verpassen. Okay, gut. Ich glaube, ich bin hier durch. Vielleicht noch hier irgendwas? Nein. Nein. will ja nicht die ganzen irgendwie wichtigen Staustränge oder so einfach flöten lassen. Weil leider quatschen die alle so viel. Maximum Lower. Bum bum bum. Da schön. Okay, dann kann ich jetzt glaube ich wohl aufs Schiff zurückgehen. Ohne Sorgen. Ohne Kummer, ohne Sorgen. Einfach wieder auf morgen. Was ist das? Hedge? Aha. Mit dem sollten wir uns in der nächsten Folge unterhalten. Also schau mit vor und bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.